The Baseball All-Star Game is on Fox tomorrow night, and they're going to use Pete Rose on set, in studio, to talk about the game. How do you feel about Fox using Pete Rose? Do you think he should be working the game?
Fox has a right to do what they want to do. And clearly, bringing Pete Rose into the national spotlight is going to draw an audience just because we don't really hear from Pete Rose. I don't know Pete Rose, but if you told me that Pete Rose was going to be a guest on this show, I would ask you politely not to participate.
You would ask me? Oh, you
I would
not
say
want
to
to
you,
participate.
I would rather not participate.
Yeah.
I think Pete Rose is a despicable human being on so many different levels.
He's a turd.
To me, he is right up there with Lance Armstrong and Barry Bonds. And in some ways, even worse.
Are you going to watch the pre- and post-game coverage with him?
I'm not going to watch the All-Star game at all.
Why not?
Why? Why?
You're a sportscaster. You might have to talk about it. There are 3 Rockies.
I don't go back
playing
on the
in
air for 2
game.
more weeks.
Is it?
I don't have to. Now, if you invite me to do the show with you.
You know what I think the deal is with Pete Rose? I think this is a smart move by Fox. It's
a brilliant move
It's
by
the
Fox.
car crash factor.
Why don't you bring on Barry Bonds while you're at it?
We're going to be craning our necks to see, if they reference the latest on Pete Rose.
No, they are not. They're
Number
not doing
one.
that. It would surprise
Make for a hell of an audience.
It would not surprise me
Number
if
two.
Les,
Go ahead.
it would not surprise me if Pete Rose is signing autographs while on air and charging $500 a pop.
I'm curious to see.
Hey, Eric Karros, Chris Rose, I'll give you an autograph for $500 right now.
I'm curious to see how they handle it. I'm curious to see how he handles things. I'm curious to see if they do reference the most recent allegations or admissions. I'm curious to see how he handles himself. The car crash factor. I'm craning my neck.
It doesn't.
I'm watching the car crash.
It doesn't matter what Pete Rose says because you can't believe a word that he says.
Well, that's the thing. I'm watching to see if he lies about anything else.
He's lied about everything.
I know.
He's awful.
I know.
I really hope he never, ever gets in the Hall of Fame. You know why?
Why?
Because he wants it so much. I am that spiteful with a guy like him. Anybody who lies for an extended period of time like he did, saying, I never bet on baseball when I was a manager or when I was playing, lied for 15 years, then wrote a book, and then profited on it and said, okay, fine, I bet on baseball when I managed, but it was only on my own team. And now we have new evidence that he bet on baseball when he was a player. Go away.
I'm with you there. That segment sponsored by John Elway Chevrolet, Colorado's #1 Chevy dealer.